Cool fact, a crocodile can't stick out its tongue. Also, you can get health insurance for a month or just under a year in some states. United Healthcare short-term insurance plans, underwritten by Golden Rule Insurance Company, offer flexible, budget-friendly coverage for you. Learn more at uh1.com.
Life is made up of many gorgeous moments. Cherish them all, big and small, with Blue Nile. Whether it's for yourself or a loved one, Blue Nile's unrivaled selection of expertly crafted fine jewelry and statement pieces help make all your moments sparkle. Blue Nile's experts are on hand to guide you, and their diamond guarantee ensures you get the highest quality at the best price. Celebrate a life well lived in the most radiant way and save up to 30% at BlueNile.com. That's BlueNile.com.
Good Sunday morning. It is March 9th, and what is it, spring forward? It's 11 o'clock already. This is crazy. I think I saw somewhere, someone's like, this should be optional. Like, you don't get to take away my hour. But either way, this means better weather. I would have to say that the traveling solo podcast, Ask FM, most people, my Instagram, my Twitter, so many people ask me about traveling solo, doing things by yourself, living by yourself, all of these things. So I decided to do it. 5 points per the usual. And I will, before I get started, I want to say that, like, I would say that I have a solitary personality, and I think you can Google that and find out exactly what that means. But I am the kind of person that doesn't mind being alone. I am the youngest child. I've said this tons of times, and so I'm used to kind of doing things off on my own. My mom would let me, as a young girl, like I wasn't even 10, she would drop me off at the library by myself on the weekends. I used to catch the bus to the mall, as a preteen and teen. My mom would just I always had a watch, and she would just say, I trust you. You have shown that you are responsible, so go do your thing, which I did. So if you haven't had that, and maybe you were a little bit more sheltered, and I know that there are a lot of young people and even older adults whose parents sheltered them to the point of no return and probably have instilled a bit of fear about doing things by yourself, which you totally don't need to be. But I put together these tips that I think will help you on your solo mission. The places I've gone by myself, I travel inside the U.S. and internationally by myself, something that I don't even think about when I want to do something or go somewhere. I occasionally invite people. Like, I have a couple friends that I love traveling with. My friend Yakira, she is ATLHOD on Instagram. She's like the funnest to travel with. Like, she's my favorite travel partner. Yakira, I love her. But usually if she's not available, she's very busy. I'll take off by myself. Number one, start small. If you've never traveled by yourself, start with a staycation, which is what I used to do all the time, because sometimes you just don't have the time to go far, and maybe you just want to do something for the weekend. So instead of, spending a bunch of money on a flight plus hotel plus this and that, maybe you go somewhere that's, 20 or 30 miles away, or maybe you go to like the cute new hotel in town and stay for a weekend and start there. And because that's going to help you get used to, like, why am I doing this and what do I do by myself? Usually I guess when there's like groups of people that travel, it's like, we need to do this, we need to do that, we have things to do, you have to wait on this person and that person. But I think a staycation is a great place to do it. And usually hotels have all kinds of deals and specials for the weekend of, like, different things going on. I went away to Savannah by myself after the holiday. I had never been to Savannah, Georgia. And it was really, I took a cooking class at one of the hotels. Like, it wasn't at the hotel I stayed at, but I took a cooking class at one hotel. And I did something else. I don't really remember. But I have some other things that I'm going to discuss, so I don't want to give it all away. Number two, if you're traveling international, one of my favorite international trips to date is I live in Atlanta, and I love skipping down to Mexico, down to Cancun, which sounds like a little bit of a spring break trip, and you're like, Cancun, but it's less than 2 hours, so it's a short flight. I love Mexican food. The weather's typically always great. There's the occasional, when it's really hot, as I'm sitting here with my skin peeling off. It was hot last weekend, and I went like twice in a month. Um, it's a short flight. The flight's always pretty inexpensive from Atlanta. There's so many different hotels that you can try. And then you can go from Cancun, you can go up about an hour north to Playa del Carmen, and they just got a whole bunch of fun hotels. Tulum, a lot of people go to Tulum, so you can do that. I'm actually flying to London tomorrow night, but I'm flying with a friend. I'm meeting a friend is laying over, and then we're jetting off to London tomorrow night.
Elevate every morning with Tommy John's Second Skin underwear. The luxurious support of Second Skin guarantees everything will go smoothly. With over 20 million pairs sold and thousands of 5-star reviews, guys love Tommy John. Plus, your most valuable assets are covered with Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear or its free guarantee. Get 20% off your first order at TommyJohn.com/Spotify. Save 20% at TommyJohn.com/Spotify. See site for details.
But, it's you have to find your favorite international place and what fits into your schedule. So tell your friends where you're going. You're not going to go on an international trip, and even on a staycation, just let somebody know where you're going. I usually, my right hand, Diana, typically always knows where I am. My assistant obviously always knows where I am, but somebody should always know where you're going with all the numbers, all the flights, flight info, etc. Number 2, something that people probably don't think about is whenever I'm traveling solo out of the country, I always let the hotel know that I'm coming by myself. Hotels, believe it or not, have a way of just taking care of you. So they typically will always send a car for you. And if they don't offer it, ask them to send transportation for you. I never take a cab in Mexico. Never. So the hotel always picks me up, and if there's a fee for it, it's worth it. Your safety is worth it. I always have a car pick me up, take me to and from the airport, and don't be timid when you get there. Like, it's usually not that difficult. Any way that you are in life, you never want to walk around looking scared because you are a target. Number 3, if you're going and you want to have some fun, like if you're going because you just want to rest and relax, that's one thing. But if you're going and you want to have some fun, which sometimes I do, a lot of the times I do, pick a lively hotel. I use a service, it's free, called Magellan Vacations. And I'll pop it into the description so that you can look it up. But Magellan Vacations, pretty much, they find 4 and 5-star hotels at a super discounted rate, and they will put a note on your account like she's by herself, she's looking for a good time. Not like that sounds like escortish, but they will put a note on your account to the hotel about all the things you like to do and want, and it's like you literally get there and you're situated. I always love a hotel with a good bar scene, and so you can ask Magellan Vacations about that. Like, hey, I'm looking for something with a good bar scene, because go down there, you're going to go to the bar by yourself. You pick a hotel with a dope bar, and you go down to the bar by yourself, and I'm telling you, you are going to meet people, period. I've never traveled by myself and not met someone at the bar, even if it's the bartenders. When I was in Savannah, the bartenders were cool. I met bartenders at 2 different hotels I went to. They were cool. There was a dope band. So talk to some of the people in the band. I always meet either couples. I meet single people. I just meet so many people at the bar. And number 4, do your research. So if there's something that you want to do in town, I always say research some of the best restaurants and then have dinner at the bar at the best restaurant. I mean, it's just so good to do that. You're going to meet other solo travelers. You're going to get the same food, same service, and people just take care of you. Call the restaurant ahead. Always call ahead and let them know you're going to be by yourself. Hey, I'm really excited about trying this restaurant tonight. I'm going to be by myself. People just hook you up. Like, it's just, they take care of you. And the 5th thing you want to do is just make sure you enjoy it. Like, enjoy the quiet. Enjoy being on your schedule. Read some books and be sweet to you. Like, I would say 1 out of every 4 times that I travel by myself, and once the hotel or someone realizes that I'm there, I always get back to my room to a really dope note and a sweet bottle, some champagne, some wine. I've had, cheese, strawberries. SLS Hotel Beverly Hills treated me to that. The Andaz, A-N-D-A-Z, I think I'm saying that right. Andaz Hotel is really nice. I've had some really incredible experiences, and a lot of people, they take care of you along the way. And also make sure you sign up. These are other little traveling tips. Make sure you sign up for all your Sky Miles. If loyalty has its rewards. I always fly Delta whenever I can. So I'm always like upgraded, and you always, I always get 2 or 3 or 4 free flights minimum per year out of Delta. I'm not so loyal to the hotels because I kind of like staying at all of them. Like I love, experiences at hotels. Um, and do your shopping. This is some of the best times of your life. Like, there are trips that I really wish, I love being by myself. So don't be afraid to do that and lay out, get your bikini, get some sun. Like I said, I've never been to a beachy place, and I've never been anywhere and really been alone. So I hope that helps. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask me, and maybe I will do a part 2. Have a good weekend and a good week. Bye.